Good afternoon and welcome to our First Alert Fastcast in the afternoon, where we're going to update you on some of the stories we're working on ahead of our evening newscasts. So first, getting into a story we got in our newsroom here not too long ago. Joshua Denault. This is a First Alert update on the former youth tennis coach in the Green Bay area that's accused of child exploitation and child enticement. He's facing, you can see he's in court today. He is facing 12 new charges in addition to the 4 he already faced. And on Tuesday, an amended criminal complaint with 4 more alleged victims was filed with the court against Joshua Denault. Oh, you know what? I'm getting a little feedback here. There we go. Online court records show Denault now faces a total of 16 charges. The new charges are more counts of child exploitation. And moving on to another story we have on National Night Out here. Local law enforcement agencies are trying to build stronger relationships in our communities today. The National Night Out organization says events across the country are meant to bring police and neighbors together under positive circumstances. We have more details on our website about where it's happening in your area, and we'll have the full report tonight. And here you are looking at our Green Bay Skycam, a lot clearer than it was yesterday. And we have our meteorologist David Ernst here with the latest on our weather.
Yes, Emily, much different weather today. Yesterday, temperature-wise wasn't too bad. It was slightly humid. We had the clouds rolling in, and we were awaiting a batch of heavier rainfall. Had flood watches that were set to go into effect, and we saw quite a bit of rain in the areas that we were expecting to see those higher-end totals. A lot of us around the Fox Valley, inch and a half of rainfall, and we're going to continue to see dry weather for the next, not just day, but getting into Thursday should continue with some dry weather in the morning, and that will be when our next chance for rain then arrives is later Thursday afternoon. So here are some of the cherry-picked rainfall totals across the area. Obviously not everybody included in this, but just some of the bigger totals and from some of our larger cities. Wapaka over 2 inches of rainfall, Manawa leading the way at 2.5 inches, Oshkosh closing in on 2 inches, about 1.5 inches for Green Bay. Similar story in Grand Chute. Looks like we had about 3/4 of an inch in Fond du Lac, Sturgeon Bay about 1/2 inch. So the heaviest rainfall was right on through the Fox Valley and areas southward. Now, First Alert Vipermax, it is all quiet, and that likely remains the case for the rest of tonight and your Wednesday as well. In fact, skies have cleared out. There's still some cloud cover lingering across southern parts of the state, but that is shifting southward. The stormy weather we had last night is now moving on towards the eastern Great Lakes and actually is causing some severe weather. And I don't have a graphic built for this. It was out of our area, but there was a tornado that did touch down last night in southwestern Wisconsin. National Weather Service out of La Crosse surveyed that an EF1 tornado. So that will up the statewide count. But it was relatively quiet in our area. We had the let's change that. I haven't reset my banners yet for the regular day. It's no longer a First Alert weather day. That's what we had in place for last night. So let me just go ahead and reset the banner right there. So let's take a quick look at the forecast overnight tonight. You can see some clouds drifting on into the area. Predictor tries to generate a little rain shower out of that. It's really just going to be some thicker cloud cover. Wouldn't expect any rainfall out of that. And then as we look ahead, let's get into your forecast then for tomorrow. Again, not putting much stock in that little shower chance. I'll end up removing that when I put this graphic together for the newscast. We'll see partly cloudy skies tomorrow. Predictor tries to generate some rainfall, but really that's just the model kind of resolving the thicker clouds more so than actual rain showers. So dry weather in the forecast through your Wednesday. Temperature-wise, we should be into the upper half of the 70s for your high temperature tomorrow. It will be Thursday that we're looking at our next chance for some scattered rain showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder in there. Wouldn't expect severe weather out of that system. Temperatures will be around 80 for a high. That's probably one of the warmer days we see of this week. Looking ahead at your weekend, we cool it back down mid-70s and then back into the upper 70s and low 80s as we start next week. But all in all, pretty quiet weather in the forecast. The normal high temperature for early August is 80 degrees, so most of our days will be either at that level or just a little bit below that, and the humidity looks like it will stay comfortable throughout the extended, so perhaps a chance to give the air conditioner a little bit of a rest given the workout that I'm sure many of them got with all that hot, muggy weather we were dealing with. Our low temperatures will largely be staying in the 50s as we go through the rest of the extended forecast, and after that Thursday, Friday rain chance, it looks like we should be staying dry through the weekend and into the start of next week.
Definitely will be nice to get away from some of that hot, muggy, sticky weather we've had. And it's good that today is a little bit clearer than yesterday, but we may not be in the clear later this week. Well, thank you, David. We will have that full forecast tonight in our evening newscasts. And then here are a few stories we have coming up. Just pull it up here. So at 4 o'clock tonight, the former warden of the Waupun Correctional Institute is charged with misconduct in office, and he's appearing in Dodge County Court this afternoon. Randall Hupp pled not guilty to those charges during the hearing, and this comes the day after a fifth inmate is found dead at the prison, with 4 other deaths coming under Hupp's watch. Our reporter Jason Zimmerman is covering this, and he'll have that full story tonight at 4. And at 4:30, we are 1 week out from the primary voting day in Wisconsin. Voters will see 2 constitutional amendments on the ballot again. And at 4:30, you'll see how the UW Law School State Democracy Research Initiative breaks down questions on the ballot. And at 5 p.m., discount retailer Big Lots announced 315 stores across the country are closing up shop. And tonight, you'll see where in Wisconsin it's impacting stores. And at 6, a really exciting story. If you've been to a parade this year, you may have noticed someone who looks a lot like Forrest Gump. Our reporter, Emily Byer, sits down and speaks with him about why he attends these parades. Thank you so much for tuning in to our Fastcast. Here we are. We will have those full stories for you tonight in our evening newscast, so be sure to tune in then.